Not Kanye West getting divorced twice in 2 years. So allegedly Kanye West might be getting dragged to divorce courts again because his second wife, Bianca Censori, is now second guessing her marriage after all that he is doing to her. And child, there are rumors of Kanye allegedly getting her hooked on drugs, manipulating her, controlling her, and setting serious rules for her since they got married. Several media outlets have reported that Bianca is almost his prisoner, and he is refusing to let her leave his side. If all of this is true, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets divorced again, cause this is just ugly. While the rest of the world thought of Bianca as the wife of a billionaire superstar living the good life, she is basically a captive in her marriage and looking for a way out. Honestly, his second marriage is starting to look a lot messier than the one was with Kim, because there are a lot of things that just don't add up. The first thing that should have sent off red flags is how rushed the marriage was. When Kanye and Bianca popped up in January with wedding rings, we all kind of assumed that it was a fake marriage and it wasn't legal yet. But from what we know now, Kanye and Bianca actually got a marriage license in December last year, which means that their marriage is very much legal. But the timing of the marriage is kind of weird, because if they did get married in December, it means that the wedding happened less than a month after his divorce to Kim was finalized. Even more, it meant that he got married only weeks after he got canceled by Hollywood for his disturbing comments.
The thing about it, me and Adidas, is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me.
Rushing into marriage after 2 major events like that is generally sus, but it goes a step further when we take into consideration how much Bianca looks like Kim. Like, even before he met Bianca, he was seen with several other women who looked like Kim, and honestly, let's be real, he was just trying to antagonize her. Also, Julia Fox, who briefly dated Kanye after his marriage fell apart, recently came out to reveal that Kanye was using her as a pawn to get under Kim's skin. Julia released her book and she wrote, "I felt like he was using me in some weird twisted game. It made me feel dirty." And get this, Kanye West also wanted Julia to get a boob job. Julia said that while she was in a relationship with Kanye, she felt like a show monkey, so she decided to end it. And when it comes to Bianca, it was only a few weeks before his marriage that he was announcing how much he loves Kim and all that stuff, and then the next thing we knew, he popped up with Bianca. Of course, there were people who felt like he was just trying to prove a point to Kim, but from what we know now, I think it goes way beyond proving a point. And there's also the secrecy of the entire thing. Kanye is not the type to do things in a low-key way, so the secrecy was kind of weird. And it's not like he was keeping it away from fans only, because people in his circle didn't even know that they were married, not even the mother of his kids, Kim. Everyone found out about the marriage on the internet just like the rest of us, and a source close to the Kardashians said the family isn't taking this as a marriage yet. They don't know what it is. They aren't sure if this is a PR stunt. They are waiting to see if he files for papers. They are nervous because if it's real, she would be in the children's life. And before y'all start talking about how he doesn't owe the Kardashians a heads up, let's talk about the fact that none of Bianca's friends or even her parents and siblings knew that she was getting married. So when I say that Kanye kept it a secret, I mean that literally. This should have been the biggest red flag about the marriage. But then several sources started coming out to defend him and his decision to hide his marriage, saying, Ye has been a megastar for 2 decades and counting, and his first marriage was to someone who lives almost full-time in front of a camera. Bianca and Ye have a totally different vibe. They are very private, very affectionate, and totally devoted to each other. I think they both enjoy carving out time that's just for them. They also said that the marriage was perfect. Kanye's new wife, Bianca Censori, runs the show, including his daily schedule, and deals with all of his business affairs. And things couldn't be better for Kanye and Bianca, and they're doing amazing. Kanye feels like he finally met someone who truly gets him and loves him for the person he is. Bianca compliments Kanye on so many levels, and he appreciates and respects her opinions. She really keeps him grounded, and he's feeling better than ever. And to make sure they sold the image of them being the happy couple, we started hearing talk of how they were thinking of starting their own family, and it really looked like they couldn't take their hands off of each other. So we genuinely thought that Kanye had moved on, and all that talk of him using Bianca to get over Kim was just some BS. and that he was truly in love. But then Kanye and Bianca started to act a bit strange. It all started with their looks because Kanye changed Bianca's looks completely. I'm talking clothes, hair, all that stuff. She had long dark hair before she got married, but she cut it and dyed it blonde. And can we talk about the clothes? Before Kanye, she dressed just like you would expect a woman in her 20s to dress. But now, well, let's just say that her fashion choices have gotten more experimental, to say the least. Kanye has 100% control of her outfits, and he dresses her up in some interesting pieces. I mean, he literally had her wearing a completely see-through outfit with only a pillow to cover herself. People also notice how her eyes always seem to be glazed over and vacant whenever she and Kanye are spotted out. And there have been speculations that he could have hooked her up on something. Well, for one, this would explain why she agrees to go along with his wild wardrobe choices. But new details have emerged that are showing how serious the situation is because the marriage is straight up toxic. One of Bianca's friends came out and revealed that Bianca is stuck and her friends are trying to save her, but no one can because of the blockades that Kanye has put up around her. Everyone is extremely concerned. This isn't who she is. She is an incredibly outspoken and lively person who is never one to keep her mouth shut. And honestly, I don't think I have ever seen her speak, except for that one video of her in a store floating around. And don't you find it strange that she never has a handbag or phone on her? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I find that very strange. Also, Kanye has put her under strict rules that she has to follow no matter what. Another friend said Kanye has a set of rules for Bianca, which includes never speak and wear what he wants her to wear. Well, this certainly explains the weird outfits, but somehow that's not even the worst part about this because it gets worse. She is also required to eat certain food items and to work out even though Kanye doesn't work out. He has been able to control Censori completely because he allegedly convinced her that they're royal. She has no mind of her own anymore. Y'all, that's just scary. I cannot even imagine someone being in such a controlling and public situation. But it looks like there's still some hope because the streets are saying that it's only a matter of time before Kanye gets served with divorce papers again. Allegedly, her friends and family are stepping up and planning to get involved so that she can be free of this marriage. Fans are concerned about Bianca, and they left comments saying, "This woman's face speaks for itself. She's scared." Kanye's madness is on another level. You can tell that he is manipulating her, and you can tell that she is not happy. And Kanye has her out in these streets looking crazy and controlled. She's going to get him back when she takes half. This situation sounds very messed up, but I want to hear from you guys. Do you believe that Kanye is really controlling and manipulating Bianca, or are they actually happily married? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this other video.